Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool relief craft using aluminum foil. It's called relief because relief means that it's raised from the surface. So you see how there are these spaces in between the colors that look like a crayon, or a coloring book page? That's because we use yarn to raise it up off the cardboard, thus making it like a relief. And so I'm going to show you how to do a craft like this. So you're going to need your supplies. You're going to need cardboard, yarn or string, masking tape, something soft like cotton or maybe a soft piece of fabric, aluminum foil, markers, glue, scissors, a pencil, and I think I mentioned everything. Okay, so once you have your cardboard, and maybe I didn't say cardboard, that's the most essential. Once you have your cardboard, you can use a cereal box, a cracker box, anything that you have handy. You're going to cut out a piece of cardboard that you can use to work on. And then you take your pencil and you make your design. So in this case, I made a design of a bird and a tree, but you don't have to. You can make a free-form design where it doesn't look like anything, it's just shapes. And you're going to take your pencil and you're just going to outline a design. And when you're happy with it, okay, when you're happy with your design, then you're going to use your glue, your yarn, and your scissors. So once you have your design, you take your glue and you open it up and you outline one of the sections of your design in glue, following along the lines that you made with your pencil. Now you're going to cut your string and use your string to go over the glued parts to stick the string down. And you place your string right where the glue is, and you press it down in the shape that you made with the glue, using your finger, and you follow the shape. When you're done, if you have any excess, you cut that off. Now I'm going to follow the glue on the other side of the shape with this piece of string. And I'm going to continue doing this, just putting my glue and following the lines that I made, and then covering the glue with string until I've completely covered the design, and then I need to let this dry. And you'll know it's dry because the glue will go from white to clear. You won't be able to see it anymore, and it'll just look like the string is stuck to the cardboard. So once you have your design completely finished, you put it aside to dry. I made another design earlier, making like a little sort of mountain river kind of scene. And so now I'm ready to use my cardboard. Use my tin foil. So you have to use glue as well. And I like to use a little bit of glue on the image. Like I said, when it's dry, the glue, which shows up white, will be invisible or be clear now. And so what I do is I'm going to place my piece of aluminum foil on top of this, but to make sure that it stays well, I'm going to put some glue in the spaces of my piece so that when I do press down, the tin foil will stick better. Okay, so now I'm ready to get a sheet of tin foil or aluminum foil, and I pull out a sheet and cut it, tear it so that it's bigger than the piece of paper I'm working with. There's the shiny side and there's the less shiny side. I like to have the less shiny side up, so I'm going to take it and place it now on top of the image that I created. This is where you want to get your thing that's soft. I'm going to work with cotton balls. And the reason why you want to work with something soft is because you don't want to tear the aluminum foil. I also think it's important to start in the middle of your picture instead of starting from one side and going to the other, because this way you can be sure that the aluminum foil won't fold or make little weird shapes. So I'm just taking my cotton and I am rubbing the aluminum foil onto my image. Trying to get as close to the corners of my image or of the strings as possible. And being gentle but firm. I don't want to tear it, but I do want to make sure that I get all of the impression of the string beneath it. As I begin to get an outline, you can see it's beginning to come out. I'm going to fold down, turn it to the front, or back rather, and fold down this side and tape it so that I know it won't move. And I'm using masking tape. And then I'm going to go back and with my cotton ball keep applying pressure to define the spaces. All right, now I pressed out most of the design, so I'm going to tape up the remainder of my sides with my masking tape. And then the top and the bottom as well. Okay, I'm going to go over it one last time with my cotton to make sure all the pieces are clear and identified. And now I'm ready to add my color. So I'm going to take my markers. So since for me this is a scenic scene of a mountain setting with water, I'm going to use some browns, but I think I'm going to make the mountains maybe non-traditional colors. So maybe I'll use some browns, but I'll also use some more vibrant colors. But for sure, for my sun, I know I'm going to use some orange and yellows. So I'm going to start there. And where my sun shape is, I'm going to color in. I'm not sure if you can see the color so much there. And then I'm going to do the sun spokes in orange. Okay, there is my sun. Now I'm going to do my water. And I'm going to see what it looks like if I use more than one blue. So here's my stream. So I'm going to start and go all the way up to where the foil comes up because it's on the string. Just like it would, trying not to go outside the lines like in a coloring book. And now I'm going to take a different color blue and just give it a little drama. Now my mountains, I think I will do orange, brown, and green. I'm going to make the middle mountain orange. And I just take my color and I bring it in. And I come all the way to the edge. Not pushing too hard. You don't want to break or tear the aluminum foil because it's very fragile. Brown. Maybe I'll do this one green. And then my last mountain in brown. And a darker brown for the land over here. And this, oops, that's purple. That is not the color I wanted. All right, brown. this because this brown is so light. And then I'm going to pick a blue for the sky, and then I'll be done. So this marker, which is a highlighter, seems not to be sticking to the foil. I don't know if you can see, but it's bubbling. So I'm going to stop using that one and try a different color. Much better. And there you have it. Step by step, how to make a relief craft project from aluminum foil and cardboard. What did you end up making?